When I was thinking about the name, I was listening to a lot of Slayer at the time, and just kind of how he would recite his lyrics. It was kind of like he was spitting. It was like he was like Ice Cube or something. Like, you know, he had this tone that had a lot of attitude with it, and it kind of just reflect on like just the more destruction of the world and being more and conscious. It was dark, and it was like, you know, it had this really raw kind of surface around it. And at the same time, like, our inspirations really are like what we take more out of is Stevie Wonder. So we just kind of combine both of those worlds.
As far as the influences go, Company Flow and Cannibal Locks and mixed in with a lot of Stevie Wonder, just soul stuff, so stuff that come from the heart, comic books and video games, just personal stuff. Like, we put ourselves into the music. I'm pretty much at the point personally where I'm just not really fucking with anything on the current. Because for one, I mean, to me personally, I don't know, and I guess it's gonna sound like on some like real fucking like, I guess like uppity type shit, but man, I mean, I just think everybody is fucking whack on the radio. Everybody is whack on the radio.
I guess, I mean, you said
most of the people that I hear is fucking whack, and shit that I've heard people rap about, it's like, I done heard it so many fucking times in so many fucking ways. It's like,
a lot of people are fighters nowadays.
This is ridiculous and shit. Basically, it all started off in high school. We all met when we was like seniors. In high school, we used to go to a school called Middleton High School. Well, basically how it all started like this. It was basically me and A-Sharp. We had like a understanding of like hip hop. Then later on, we met Danny. He also brought in a lot of hip hop that he knew of that we didn't know about, and we just came together. We used to be in lunch all the time, freestyling, beatboxing, stuff like that.
Also the fact that, you know, we were mostly, you know, brought up, I know I was, in an old school setting. And, you know, with the old school setting, it was more about, you know, how good was your rhyme, you know, how good are your lyrics, you know. It wasn't about, okay, I can, you know, do a couple of, you know, dance moves, or I can just have a good beat and stuff like that. It's more like, you know, are you saying something relevant? Not the fact that it has to be extra lyrical, just the fact that, you know, what you're saying has meaning to it. You know, and growing up like that and listening to certain artists that do that, you know, really makes me gravitate more towards that type of hip hop, you know, really, you know, sending that message out.
Kronos, if you know Greek mythology, it comes from the god Kronos, which is like the god of time, and you know, Genesis is the beginning. And so we felt like, no, our time is now, because it's like, fuck waiting on this shit. Like, you know, most people say, oh, like most people would say, okay, I'm the next up and coming. Like, yeah, I'm the next, I'm this and I'm that. Like, my personal thing is, why the fuck you want to be next when you can just say, you know, fuck that shit, I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting on the next motherfucker, or I don't want to be the next person or the next. You know, this is my time. This is what I want to do. Nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody can make me wait. And that's what Kronos Genesis is. It's the beginning of time. It's like, our time is now. And that's basically the generalization of what Kronos Genesis is. So with that, that gave us the room to like do all kinds of music and to just come at music with more heart, with just put ourselves in it. Because at the end of the day, we just want to be heard. And we just want people just to hear our messages and what we have to say.